Championship Wrestling for 10 years, providing excellence and innovation in virtual wrestling.
I feel the spotlight, I see the rise. They lit a fire just to burn me alive. I feel the judgment, I hear the lies, but I won't go down without a fight. I won't go down without a fight. I'm not going down.
From the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut, welcome to Excel number 91. We continue the road to the Royal Rumble coming up in less than 2 weeks in Chicago, Illinois, as we give you another edition of ACW Excel here tonight in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always. And we're going to kick things off with a lot of things tonight. Cloud Strife going one-on-one against Joe Higashi. Soma Yukihira taking on Zabuza in an Excel Rumble preview match. So all that is going to happen tonight as Mr. Smith is not in the building. Wait a minute. Ichigo Kurosaki walking down to the ring here. As you recall, last week on Excel number 90, this man was assaulted by the Avatar. He took on Haru Glory one-on-one. Haru Glory was able to win that match and coming in with a suit and all as SOSing him off his head. And we still don't know why Aang is doing this to Ichigo, no less. And I think Ichigo has had enough of Aang. He's had enough of this current management on Excel. And we're going to listen from the Soul Reaper himself. Those are fighting words from Ichigo Kurosaki, sticking it verbally to the current management of Excel here. And there's the acting general manager, General Esdef, watching backstage everything that's going on in the ring right now. He is not allowed to mention that name. He is not allowed to mention him on ACW. No. I like Ichigo, but I will not tolerate that. And look at this. Esdef's not happy, and quite frankly, I'll get a lot of heat for it, but I agree with Esdef. Ichigo knows the punishment. Oh man, the things are about to pick up here. He knows the risk of saying that name within ACW programming. He knows that name is prohibited, and here she comes. Esdef has arrived on stage, and Ichigo is about to suffer severe consequences from what he just did right now. This going to pick up very quickly here. Oh my god. What in the hell is she getting at here? Oh, wow. She really went there. I didn't think she'd even bring that up. Oh, wow! Huge main event set for tonight. General Asdef has just made the main event official tonight. Ichigo and Haru will have to team up to take on the Excel Tag Team Champions Waving Lubak of Nyrade, a Nyrade that General Asdef personally leads. That definitely does not sound good, but it's a price that Ichigo has to pay. Welcome back to Excel number 91. We take you back to last week where Ino and Juri went back and forth in a 30-minute Iron Woman match. Juri, after a 4-4 tie, was able to defeat Ino and retain her Glamour X Championship. But that wouldn't be the story, because afterwards Ikumi would assault Juri at her weakest point. It felt like nobody was there to save her, especially after Revi being taken out earlier that night. But then we got a surprise. The rising hero, Reiko Hinomoto, came back and made her absolute return and stopped Ino and Ikumi from any further attacks from the champion Juri Sanada. Reiko Hinomoto returning back to ACW, checking on Juri Sanada, realizing that there is time for action. Nakumi behind the doors there, eavesdropping on some discussion between Yukiko, Juri, and Reiko. Don't know what that's about, but later on tonight, our main event, Ichigo and Haru will team up to take on Wave and Lubbock, the XL Tag Team Champions, in non-title action. Can Haru and Ichigo even get along? Also later tonight, it's a rivalry renewed as Cloud Strife will take on Joe Higashi, as those two have declared for the Excel Rumble. Speaking of the Excel Rumble, though, coming up next, our opening contest, Soma Yukihira will take on Momochi Zabuza in an Excel Rumble preview match. Thank you all for joining us for Excel number 91. As we get closer and closer, not just to the Royal Rumble, but to Animania 5 coming up this December. Momochi Zabuza makes his way out to the ring first. And speaking of Momochi Zabuza, let's take you back. Wow, that was scary. To last week on Excel number 90. Kakashi defeated Real Magic in one-on-one, but Momochi Zabuza would attack Kakashi's mind. Soma tried to help, but Real stopped him from afar, which allowed Zabuza to continue the attack on Kakashi with that clothesline from hell. I gotta understand, I gotta wonder that Momochi Zabuza has been under the radar for recent months here on ACW, but I don't know if it's due to the Rumble coming up or it's because he's just tired of being on the weight side. Momochi Zabuza has seen a resurgence in his ACW career. He is taking orders and he's not waiting for anyone to stop him. The question is, can he be stopped? That means can only mean one thing: the young chef, Soma Yukihira. And personally, to me, I don't know if people will agree with it, but Soma has a very good chance of possibly winning the Excel Rumble. He's one of the young rookies around here in ACW. He's looking to make his mark within the brand, let alone the company. He's fought some of the very best. He's fought the likes of Joe Higashi. He's fought the likes of Kakashi Atake. He will be fighting, or he already fought earlier this year, Kevin Anderson from GWM in the ACW GWM Super Show that will be shown finally available during Animania 5 week in December. Kevin Anderson, along with Tiger the Dark and Odin from GWM, our partners over there from Global Wrestling Monopoly, will be a part of the Excel Rumble as well, as it strengthens our relationship between both of the brands. But it's Soma now in the ring here. We get ready for our opening contest on Excel number 91, Soma versus Zabuza. And Soma not wasting any time, going right after Zabuza with some blows and strikes. Soma Yukihira not a fan of the way Zabuza went after Kakashi last week on Excel. And I gotta be honest, Soma Yukihira has a lot on his mind. He's got a lot of things going through his head, as he's got Zabuza on the apron and knees him, sends him to the outside. And Zabuza, I think he was looking at his power and presence to intimidate Soma, but Soma will not be denied! Flying forearm from the ring to the outside. And that's one thing you gotta admire with someone like Soma. Let's take a look at this replay. First of all, knee Zabuza outside to the ring, and then a phenomenal flying forearm to the outside. As we're back live, you gotta appreciate the fact that Soma will not be intimidated by someone bigger and stronger like Zabuza. Soma will take the fight to somebody like Zabuza. As you heard before the commercial break, big news happening. More matches added to the Excel, well, more participants being added to the Excel Rumble match. But not only that, and I'll get to that in just a second here, but Ichigo Kurosaki will be in action at the Royal Rumble. He will take on a hand-picked opponent that Mr. Smith has chosen, covered by Soma. 1, 2, and Zabuza very wisely grabs the ropes nearby. But yes, Ichigo Kurosaki will be in action at the Royal Rumble. He will take on a hand-picked opponent by Mr. Smith, and we have no idea who that opponent could be. Apparently, Mr. Smith will reveal that at the Rumble itself. Zabuza went for a big send or whatever, and look at this, crucifix pin, shoulders are down. 1, 2, and a kick out from Zabuza. Soma using his speed and agility to have Zabuza guessing what to do next, and it's paying off so far. And I gotta wonder who the opponent could be for Ichigo at the Rumble. I mean, if I had to guess, if you want to ask my personal opinion, I have to assume it's Aang. I mean, Aang's the one that's been going after Ichigo for these weeks so far on Excel. I have no idea why he did it in the first place. Ichigo keeps saying that Aang is not doing this on his own accord. He's not choosing to do this against Ichigo. It's the manager that's forced him to do it. I don't know about all that. But what I do know is that Ichigo has been attacked week after week. And he's finally had enough, and he wants to defend himself as Zabuza, with a big backbreaker, knees towards the spine. And now Zabuza, just like that, in firm control. So Ichigo's saying, look, Aang, you may be forced by the manager to do what you're doing, but I'm going to protect myself from this point forward. And look at this, T-bone suplex! Hooks the leg for a pin here, cover. 1, 2, and Soma with the shoulder up before 3. Take a look at the offense of Zabuza here. This T-bone suplex, shoulders are down right on the mat, went for a cover, hooked the leg, and only was able to get a 2. So we're back live here. Zabuza continues his onslaught towards the young chef, sends him to the corner here. Clothesline missed. And look at Soma front face lock here. Big elbow to the back of Zabuza's head. Soma trying to come back with some offensive strikes. Zabuza's got the leg here. Belly to back. And right back down on the mat. Soma goes. I'm not surprised at this attitude of Zabuza, but I guess for him it's a bit refreshing that this attitude has made a comeback. If you recall, 2 Royal Rumbles ago, I believe at the Royal Rumble in 2014, I believe, he and Aang were the final 2 participants in that Excel Rumble match that Aang ultimately won. Captain Falcon was also part of that final 3 of that match, and Captain Falcon, by the way, will be a part of the Excel Rumble match once again, coming up at the Royal Rumble in less than 2 weeks. A lot of big names for this match, but, I mean, for the vacant Excel Championship, I would not be surprised for all these names to come in and want a piece of that opportunity. Soma Yukihira, big forearm, takes Zabuza down. Soma Yukihira really showcasing himself very well against a big man like Zabuza. Zabuza up, nice neck breaker. I'm sorry, how does it go? Neck breaker! There you go. 1, 2, and a shoulder up by Zabuza. Soma thought he had the 3 there, but no dice. Soma being very careful as to how he wants to take care of Zabuza here. But Soma going for here, another overhead neck breaker from behind, this time rather than in front. Big elbow drop, and nips up. And that's classic arrogance from Soma Yukihira. You're not going to be able to tell him otherwise. And it looks like Soma may be looking to finish it here. He may be looking to close the deal, if you will. But can he? And not just yet. Big elbows towards Soma by Zabuza. And a big Russian leg sweep. Who's the Russian that invented the leg sweep? I want to know that. That's the question for the day. I mean, we'll never know, I guess, but I really do want to know that. Was it Nikolai Volkov, Nikita Koloff? You know? Alexander Koloff? I don't know. I'll find out one day. Someone tried to go for a scoop slam, and look at that, Zabuza able to counter it with an inverted DDT. That's how much these 2 want to be Excel champion bad. They want to be able to top each other and say, I want to be champion. And Zabuza, clothesline from hell! Good night, Soma. 1, 2, 3. No! Soma got the shoulder up, and I'm surprised. Take a look at this again. The clothesline from the very pits of hell almost beheaded Soma, and it did not. And we're back live, and he may be going for it again. If he doesn't get it, it'll work. No! Soma ducked it, and clothesline Zabuza outside. Clothesline of his own there. What's Soma going for here? Oh, he's gonna fly. The young chef's gonna fly! Over the top rope! Crowd here in Connecticut on their feet for Soma, and he is showcasing himself very well. Take a look at this again. Take a look at the height and flight that Soma went here. Over the top. Cleared it. And we're back. Oh, wait. Ryoma's... What's it? Oh, man. I think Ryoma tried to interfere, and Kakashi beat him to the game with a chair in hand. And Ryoma's going to back down. Wise decision from the Prince of Tennis. So we get a fair fight here. Soma now sends Zabuza back to the ring here. And Soma can just capitalize and pin Zabuza. This could very well be the end of this matchup. Wait a minute, Choji? What the hell is this? Oh my god! What a knockout blow! And Zabuza has the ref distracted. He didn't see that punch. He didn't see Zabuza distracting Choji. He didn't even see Choji, period. What is this all about? I mean, I might have a guess as to what it's about. Oh no, Zabuza is gonna capitalize where Choji started. Oh no, no, no. Zabu bomb! 1, 2, come on! Damn it! Zabuza victorious over Soma here tonight. We need to talk about this. Choji out of nowhere with a knockout punch. And I have to address this. Choji, as I was trying to allude to earlier, has declared for the Excel Rumble, and he did so earlier tonight. So that may be a reason why he got involved in this particular match with Zabuza, able to nail the Zabu bomb onto Soma, and that was all she wrote. And Zabuza will take momentum heading into the Excel Rumble. This is a new attitude of Zabuza that I haven't seen in a while, but can very well get him to the promised land in Chicago. If Zabuza somehow is able to pull it off and become Excel champion, man, what a day it's going to be here in the Excel brand. Very scary. How much can Aang take this verbal abuse from the likes of Esdeath and others? Still to come, Ichigo, Kurosaki, and Haru will team up to take on Night Raid, Wave, and Lubok, the Excel Tag Team Champions. That's going to be an interesting conundrum. But coming up next, it's more Excel Rumble preview matches as the rivalry renews between Cloud and Joe. Here tonight on Excel number 91. I gotta talk about this, and a lot of things are gonna be controversial with what I'm about to say here. You know, Aang, I guess there's a little bit of salt, there's a little bit of credence to what Ichigo said earlier about Aang being forced to do this and that. But quite frankly, Aang, I don't know the situation personally, but Aang could just say no. Screw you, General Esdeath. Screw you, Mr. Smith. I'm not going to sacrifice my well-being to do what you think is right, to do what I think is, or what you think, excuse me, is best or right for business, or what the order should be in Excel. And Aang is continuing to let his personal integrity continue to go down the drain when he listens to people like General Esdeath and apparently Mr. Smith. What we do know is that Aang is not going to be the opponent for Ichigo at the Rumble. But should Ichigo win that match, Aang loses his Excel Rumble spot? How is that fair? Because it isn't. But you reap what you sow, I guess. As the King of Muay Thai, the former television champion Joe Higashi, will go one-on-one against Cloud Strife, a man that he is well familiar with within ACW territory. If you recall, it was High Voltage last season where Joe Higashi defeated Cloud Strife to become the television champion in the first place, a title that he recently lost at Ground Zero to Sagat. And I know Joe Higashi's focused on the Excel Rumble to where he can possibly be the Excel champion, but it's got to irritate him a little bit that the television title is no longer around his waist, and that in order for him to get it back, he's got to go through Sagat again, a man that he's never been able to defeat. For all of Joe Higashi's accomplishments and great matches, he's never been able to defeat Sagat one time. But his focus is here. As the bell has rung, Cloud and Higashi will meet once again inside an ACW ring here tonight on Excel number 91. Joe Higashi pushing Cloud to the ropes here. It's the referee trying to break them off. And he does. Joe Higashi is very careful. He's very aware of Cloud Strife and his abilities, and the same goes for Cloud with Higashi. Higashi with a side headlock here. Cloud Strife pushing him towards the ropes here, gets out of the predicament, ducks under, leapfrogs over Joe, and a nice shoulder block sent Higashi on his feet. Cloud Strife, one of the very few not intimidated by Joe, as Joe tried to go for a calf kick, Cloud was able to block it. Cloud now from the ropes here, sweeps the leg there, didn't get the full effect, but enough to put Higashi down. Big clothesline by Cloud. Cloud Strife so far in the driver's seat, controlling the pace and the flow of the match. Another big clothesline towards Joe. Look at this. 3 clotheslines in a row sends Higashi down. And the crowd here in Bridgeport are in full control and full support of the Final Fantasy protagonist. Oh, look at this. Joe might have made a comeback here, though. Oh, my goodness. What a pump handle release suplex by the former television champion. And the mood has changed just like that. Cloud able to roll out, Higashi rushing, and oh my goodness, flapjack on top of the ropes. Quick cover here. 1. Kicked out by Joe. Look at this now. Cloud Strife, nope. Pushes Higashi the opposite direction. Sit out, spine buster. Down goes Joe. Going for another quick pin attempt here. 1, 2. And kick out. Cloud in control so far. We take a look at the replay again. Sent it towards a perpendicular situation here into a sit-out spine buster. Back live for Cloud Strife, circling and vulturing around Higashi. Higashi able to use his legs to push Cloud back down to the mat. Big elbow drop right on top of the chest. Joe Higashi, a man that is one of the clear favorites and even fan favorites to win the Excel Rumble in Chicago in less than 2 weeks to become the Excel champion for the first time in his career. And quite frankly, it's a predicament that I'm not going to shame a lot of fans for, as Joe with a big inside-out German onto Cloud. The man dominated the Cruiserweight division, became the longest-running Cruiserweight champion in company history, won the television championship last season, became the longest-reigning television champion in company history. Who's to say that he won't be able to do it again for the Excel championship should he win it at the Royal Rumble in that historic 30-man Excel Rumble match? But Cloud is in that match as well, and he wants a shot at the top 2. As he just missed that senton from the top, Joe Higashi able to scout it perfectly. Oh man, and look at that, a release belly to back. The second variation of a suplex in a span of 2 minutes. Joe Higashi very calculating what he does. Look at this rotating side suplex. 3 variations of a suplex. 1, 2, and Cloud kicks out before 3. It almost feels like Joe Higashi, in a way, is trying to look at Cloud as Sagat. And no. Big time German. Seems like Higashi's looking at Cloud as Sagat and what he wants to do to him the next time they meet in the ring. The Royal Rumble shaped up to be a very explosive mega event. Reiko Hinomoto making a return last week to Excel and has officially now replaced Revi to be Juri Sanada's partner. The Glamour X Dream Team will take on Ino Yamanaka and Ikumi Mito in a tag team match. So that's going to be very big, depending on all the things that have transpired between all 4 of those ladies. Ichigo Kurosaki will be in singles action against a hand-picked opponent by Mr. Smith as Higashi just nailed another belly to back onto Cloud. Take a look at the replay here. Look at this again. Cloud went for something, didn't work, a big knee strike, and then went for another release belly to back. And then also, look at this. Higashi's on top here in the middle rope. And then you also got the 30-man Excel Rumble match for the vacated Excel Championship. Despite what Ichigo pulled earlier, mentioning that name on ACW program, as Higashi goes for a cover here, and Cloud with the shoulder wrap. Higashi's a little bit disturbed that he kicked out at that. As I was saying, the fact that Ichigo even mentioned that name, I mean, I'm not really feeling that sympathetic. I like Ichigo, but I don't tolerate people doing that. Because he knows better. As Cloud suplexes Higashi after countering Higashi's own suplex. There are men and women that don't agree with the management of Excel as of late, and yet they still show up here on ACW, putting their bodies on the line to entertain the men and women that want to watch ACW and that follow ACW. And someone like him coming out here declare himself to be the true ACW Excel champion when he isn't. He paid a deposit to keep that title. He's not the real Excel champion. He's not recognized by ACW as Excel champion. It's all a figment of his imagination. And I'll fight to the death of that. And like I said, if he ever wants to contact me by phone, by email, fax, whatever, he knows how to contact me. He knows where to find me. Because we've had a personal and professional relationship before all this happened, so he knows how to reach me. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to overshadow the work, the people that still want to show up here and put the work in to become Excel champion. Higashi tosses in Higashi tosses in Cloud, excuse me. And Cloud, got a little flustered there. Cloud, big forearm sends Higashi into a seated position. And now Cloud looking to go for something here. What's he got in store? From the top rope, oh my god, superplex! And Cloud gonna capitalize from the middle rope here. Big senton! Can Cloud Strife defeat Joe Higashi here? 1, 2, and Joe kicks out. Wow. Now Cloud Strife thinking, what does he have to do now to put down Joe? It's been a good back and forth contest between two men that know each other for so long, that fought over the television title last season through the first half of that season, in fact. So they know each other very well. It's not a surprise that this would be a great match. Cloud stalking Higashi as he rises up. What is Cloud looking to go for here? Has them up for, no, he reversed it. Oh man, another German. I believe that's like 3 Germans in this match. It's been a while since he's been the mayor of Suplex City. Oh my god, speaking of which, there's another one. There's 4. There's 5. He's going for the trifecta. Does that'll make it 6? And it does. The mayor of Suplex City has returned to his rightful position. It's like Joe Higashi with those Germans that he hasn't done in succession in quite some time. It's like he's proven a point that I'm still that guy, that I'm still the person that you all know as Joe Higashi, the mayor of Suplex City, the man that will become the future Excel champion at the Royal Rumble in Chicago in less than 2 weeks. That's who I am. Do you believe in Joe? And are you gonna believe here? Capture suplex! Oh man, this is not good for Cloud. The cover. 1, 2. And Cloud still able to escape a capture suplex. Take a look at the match so far. Cloud went for a superplex off the top rope here. Took out Joe. But then Joe would answer back. After Cloud tried to go for something, Joe would counter it and hook up Cloud instantly with the capture suplex. But that would only get him a 2. We are back live here. And Joe Higashi is like, I may set up for something else here, which usually could be a tap or snap armbar. I think Cloud knew what was coming and countered it with a jawbreaker. Match continues. Cloud with an Irish whip. And no, Higashi counters it into a point-blank DDT from midair. Now it's this Joe up top here. Oh my god, is he going to go for it here? 450, he did not connect. I'm telling you, these two know each other together very well. And now Cloud being very careful to capitalize here. He needs to do something quick here. Because if he lets Joe Higashi get a second breath of wind, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be very bad. And I just said it. I literally just said that. And here comes Joe with another multiple forms of suplexes. And that's number 8. We're getting 9. You're damn right we are. How many of those Germans can Cloud take? He knows how many of those Germans he could take before. And Cloud! Little yank down with an arm. Cloud Strife going for strikes here. Elbow. Oh my god, it's a Guri! And that woke up Bridgeport here. Is he gonna go for it now? Final Fantasy! And Higashi knows that way too well. 1, 2. Holy wow! A shoulder up. Take a look at this again. The instant Guri from the corner would set up the Final Fantasy by Cloud. And that somehow only got him a 2. Cloud Strife now going back to the middle rope here. What's he planning to do? And I think Cloud thought twice. I think he knew that Higashi would probably find a way to counter it. He knows him too well. But Higashi capitalizes on Cloud's down here. There's the knockout blow! Holy crap! Cloud did not see that coming at all. 1, 2, and it's over. One hesitation of a move from Cloud Strife, excuse me. One hesitation move from Cloud was all Joe needed to not only counter Cloud's attack, but nail the knockout blow that has put away so many people in the past. And just like that, Joe has defeated Cloud yet again. I'm telling you, this man is the clear favorite in the Excel Rumble match. And I think he just showed everybody why. Could we be seeing the era of Higashi in less than 2 weeks? Will Joe become the new Excel champion? And now Joe is getting a microphone here, and what's this now? Holy crap! Next week? He's invoking the rematch calls for next week? Holy. So we are getting Joe Higashi Sagat 2 next week on Excel 92 for the television title. We're getting out at the go-home episode of the Royal Rumble? Joe really wants that title bad. He wants it back. He really wants that title back. And he may very well... Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm getting worse something's going on backstage. Jeff, can you get a camera there, please? And wait a minute. Someone just got knocked out. I can't see her. Can you get another angle here, please? Somebody... Oh my god. That's my Yukiko. She is knocked out. Can we get some help for her? What the hell happened? Welcome back to Excel number 91. The official theme song for Royal Rumble is Taste for Gold by Jackson Gamble, which is available on iTunes, Amazon, and other retailers. We are going to run down the official Royal Rumble match card as it officially stands, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks in Chicago. This was made on Impulse. Last week, Sasuke Uchiha will defend the Impulse Championship against Zuko and Kankuro, who is finally trading in his Impulse Road to Destiny briefcase. Can Sasuke walk out as champion? Because the champion doesn't need to be pinned or submitted for the title to change hands. Also, from Impulse, the 20-man Impulse Rumble match, the winner of this Rumble match will go to Animania 5 and challenge for the Impulse title. And look at the big names: Naruto, Goten, Davidson Dennis, Dara, Aaron, Roy, and the legendary Link will all be in this match, who will go to Animania 5 in Los Angeles. And then this was made earlier tonight. Ichigo Kurosaki will be in action at the Royal Rumble. He will take on a handpicked opponent by Roger Smith, by Mr. Smith, if you will. And he will announce that opponent at the Rumble itself. Will Ichigo be able to defeat another obstacle by Mr. Smith? This match is now official. Reiko Hinomoto takes the injured Revi's position, and she will team up with Juri to take Glamour X Dream Team match. They will take on Inu Yamanaka and Ikumi Mito. Now, after what just happened to my Yukiko before the break, there needs to be some hell to pay for Ino and Ikumi, in my opinion. But that match will go down. And then the spots are starting to fill up very quickly. The historic 30-man Excel Rumble match. Which one of these names will walk out of Chicago, the new Excel champion, as they go to Animania 5 as champion? Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be the biggest Royal Rumble in ACW history. Who will get the golden tickets to Animania 5 in December? The Royal Rumble is coming to you Friday, September 21st from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Make sure you join us as we are almost heading towards the finish line here this season at Anime Championship Wrestling. Let's talk about next week, though. Excel number 92. A lot of things were made official. First off, Straight Cougar is going to go one-on-one against Donkey Kong. It'll be a little bit of a showcase for him. But will Donkey Kong get a win, taking some momentum? Plus, in Glamour X action, Kumito will take on the Sukazama. Two rivals will go at it. As it'll be a little preview for what's going to happen for Ikumi at the Royal Rumble. And then this was made official. Saga Higashi 2 for the television title. Can Higashi regain it? Well, Saga retain. It's now time for our main event of the evening. Ichigo and Haru team up. Take on Naira. Earlier tonight, Ichigo Kurosaki said a lot of things, including mentioning that particular name that is forbidden here in ACW. He mentioned that name in full, and Gerald Ezda did not take that line down. She made Ichigo team up with Haru to take on these two men that have held the Excel Tag Team titles for a season and a half. They have been the most dominating team that Excel has ever seen, in my humble opinion. You talk about the Little Fighters, you talk about the Street Fighters, you talk about Gamma, you can talk about Team God, whoever you want to talk about. Night Ray beat them all. And now they are being sent as henchmen to take care of a certain problem. Can we just call a spade here, folks? Haru Glory has seemingly been under the radar since Ground Zero. We all know what happened at Ground Zero that involved Haru. We all know. But even defeating Ichigo Kurosaki last week, it just feels like Haru is just there right now. He doesn't look like he has a certain purpose in him right now. Of course, he's a part of the 30-man Excel Rumble match. Of course, he wants to win the Excel Championship for a third time in his career. But he feels lost. He feels like he's just another guy. The charisma, the energy, the presence, the ambiance that Haru carries within himself is just not there. Look at him. I mean, usually the reaction from the crowd doesn't bother him like that, but it has been bothering him as of late. And he'll deny it publicly, but it just can't be denied. You can just look at his facial expressions. It's there. what he has accomplished here tonight, despite what he has been doing for the past couple of weeks on Excel, and apparently despite the things that he's been doing outside of this company, he still has support. He still has support from this fan base that is riding with him with whatever position, whatever mission he is going for. I didn't think Ezda would mention Ichigo's current dabblings outside of ACW, and I was awaiting if something was going to be addressed of that effect. And I'll just go ahead and say it since we are being a little bit real here tonight. Ichigo Kurosaki obviously is signed to another league here, as you all know, as SCAW. He recently at the Superstar Clash, that guy that will not be mentioned, appeared with the Excel Championship on that show. Ichigo Kurosaki, who is their Legends champion over at that league, called out Edward Elric and basically challenged him to a match at Ascendance, where the SCAW Legends Championship and the supposed Excel Championship will be on the line. And I clearly have no issues with Lone Star. I have no issues with SCAW. They didn't know that was going to happen. But it's not a champion versus champion match, despite what that guy will tell you otherwise. And I don't know why Ichigo is doing that, but that's his own way of doing things, and we'll leave it at that until that event occurs. We come back to ACW here tonight, as this is time for our main event here between Haru and Ichigo taking on Night Raid in a non-title match, obviously. Haru Glory starting things off against Lubak with that big hip toss, sitting it down, dragging Lubak away from Wave. And you know that's what Haru and Ichigo will try to accomplish here, not to have Wave be a part of this match as much. Big snap DDT there by Haru. And look, whether people want to deny it or not, Haru Glory is a favorite as well to win that Excel Championship at the Rumble. First ever, covered by Haru. 1, 2, kick out. First ever two-time Excel champion. Oh, and by the way, a man that has won the Excel Rumble before in his career. Won the Excel Rumble back in 2008. To where he would go to Animania 2 and defeat Morocco the Monk to win his first ever Excel Championship. As Lubak is sent to the outside, Haru Glory knows what it will take to be a part of the Excel Rumble match and what it takes to win an Excel Championship. He will know that better than most that are going to be participating in this match. So he has that advantage over everybody. No matter how you think about Haru, no matter what you feel about him, Haru Glory may be the ultimate favorite in this match. The referee trying to hold Haru back here as Lubak takes a little bit of a breath after getting little to no offense against the former Excel champion. I'll be interested to see how Haru and Ichigo work together here, because Ichigo and Haru had a little bit of their issues that were culminated last week, where Haru did defeat Ichigo. Oh my goodness, big jumping hip toss once again by Haru. Quick cover. The Lubak kicks out, a little bit of a rope break with his foot under the ropes. Now granted, Ichigo lost to distraction from General Azdeth. General Azdeth sticking her business where it didn't belong, and now Ichigo tags Haru from behind. And look at this, both men are going to work together. Double gut buster. Now Haru, look at this, overhead neck breaker, as Ichigo is still the legal man here, and Ichigo falls up with an elbow drop. And both men are so far working together here. Well, there'll be a little tension, but so far it's pretty safe. And Ichigo, big neck breaker. No, I'm not going to say it again. There's going to be special moments when you say that, you know? Covered by Ichigo here. 1, 2, and look at that wave right there in the middle, immediately breaking up the pin attempt by Ichigo. All three members of Night Raid, Tatsumi, Wave, and Lubak are also going to be a part of the Excel Rumble, and since they have great favors with ACW management apparently here on Excel, they're going to obviously be clear favorites. But also, honestly, I mean, Wave and Lubak, they are the longest running Excel Tag Team Champions in company history. So that will also add to that. And Tatsumi, a man that is looking for his own sort of accomplishment, maybe winning the Excel Championship for himself would be something that he would want to do. And if that happens, Night Raid will own 3/5 of the Excel Championships here on the brand. And with power comes titles, and with titles comes influence. And now the big man Wave has been tagged in. And look at this. Wave and Lubach, hard Irish from Ichigo to the corner. And this is where things are going to start getting bad for Ichigo. Let's take a look at this replay again. Look at this teamwork from Wave and Lubach. And that's why they are the Excel Tag Team Champions. And look at this. Big clothesline. We get the full effect there, but Wave is now on the offense. And look at this. Belly to back and almost broke his neck. The big dog in firm control. And Ichigo is now in peril. Will Ichigo fight this alone? He stated earlier tonight at the start of the show that he no longer trusts anybody but himself. That ever since Ground Zero, everything that he once knew has turned inside out. Oh my god, a big knee there. And Wave now going for another pin attempt. 1, 2, and a kick out. Ichigo stated that everything he knew about ACW, he thought he went in there with good faith because he wanted to be a part of ACW and what they were doing. And it seems like ever since Ground Zero, he doesn't know what's going on, and it feels like he's being deliberately attacked by the higher-ups. I don't know how much credence that means, but that is what he believes. So now Lubach's tagged back in the ring here after that devastating belly to back by Wave once again. Wave with a big head, but now Lubach gonna circle around Ichigo like a vulture and crank the neck. Soldier Boy. I had to finish it. Come on, give me that. Give me that. This Lubach in the middle rope here as Ichigo's slow to get up here on his feet here. Lubach, big drop kick right on the center of the ring. Pin attempt here. Will this be enough to put away Ichigo? 1, 2, and Haru breaks up the pin. You know, maybe that Haru and Ichigo's issues were a little bit overblown by Esdeath here. I mean, yeah, they have their issues, but at the end of the day, Haru and Ichigo are professionals to a degree. They're going to try to get the job done, even if they do have some tension between each other. They're going to go for the greater purpose, and that is to win at all costs. Look at this Lubach now with some Irish whips following him. Knee strikes to the midsection. And he's going to counter it with a Russian leg sweep. Who the hell invented the Russian leg sweep? You guys gotta let me know about that. Let's take a look at the replay of what Lubach just did. The knee strikes, follows it up with a leg sweep of Russian proportions. Now Wave with a big elbow drop. Ichigo needs to find a way to tag in Haru, or else Night Raid could very well put this away for good. Wave now, what's he looking for here? Well, now he's going to go for a Grand Chariot. Went for an amateur-style takedown rather instead. Now Wave from the corner here. What's he going for here? The only thing I know that he usually goes for is a knee strike, and that may be where that's going. And he's gonna no! Ichigo counters with a drop toe hold. And just like that, he takes control back in the match. And now Wave misses the clothesline attempt from the corner. Ichigo now gonna take advantage. Big backbreaker! See, I did it. And now Ichigo has him up. No, Wave counters it into a reverse DT. Excuse me, I can't speak. Haru knocked off the apron. Take a look at this again. Wave right there on the back. And now look at this from back live. Belly to back. Nope. Ichigo able to counter it. And now Ichigo whips Wave to the corner here. He's going to go for a Shinigami. No. Just a clothesline. Got a little bit excited there. And Ichigo almost close. Oh no, not this. Not Aang again. And this time Ichigo is ready. What will Aang do now? He can't sneak attack his way out of this one. And Haru's telling Ichigo, watch out for a Wave here. Oh my god! A big right, and Ichigo didn't see it coming. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Grand Chariot. 1, 2. Damn it. And Nyrade, thanks to distraction from that man, that sellout Aang with a suit, are victorious. This is ridiculous. It's every week now that this is happening. This current management, what are we doing here? Aang comes out once again with business that doesn't involve him. Nyrade take advantage of it. Their opponents suffer for it. What are we doing here? I can see Ichigo's point to a degree at this point. Now Haru gonna check on Ichigo here. Oh, Ichigo! Ichigo, wait a minute! Dog takes out Haru! And Ichigo has had enough! He says he doesn't trust anybody anymore! And I think he means it! If this is a war he has to fight on his own, that is a war he is willing to die on! Ichigo Kurosaki is a man with a purpose and a rebel without a cause. But is it that same attitude that will get him killed in the process?